Alright, we're here. Okay, here we are. Excellent. So, really did.
Best mounts in all of.
Okay. Let's get this going. Yeah, it's been a few days. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing Fortnite again. Yeah, to take a break every once in a while. Here we go. Boom. All right. Alright, let's see what she's got.
The depths of...
Oop, not that one.
Last time we spoke. What's a few more?
Elden Harlow 1.
Turok Red. Captain, I hope
Alright. Oh.
place these spirits.
Spirit, really? Let me see. Okay, there's that. Ah. Really? Alright, let's get back on here. Okay, what the hell is going on my screen? Alright. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Alright, let me check to see. Okay, do we have anything going on with this? Cause this... Okay, that definitely ain't it. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Oh, I forgot to check that. Daily rewards. Oh, I got the main stuff. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I am all the way down there. It's kind of funny. It's the area I'm working on. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Ooh. Let me get down to the... Oh yeah, go fast if Okay, activity. Dungeon Finder, random, normal. Intriguing. Alright. Ooh, White Guild Tower. This should be an intriguing one. Boom, boom. Okay. Can help this blinky business with my screen fixes itself.
We've had our differences, but when have you ever known me to be wrong?
Oh, everybody's up there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that's true. A few more moments then.
Whoop. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop. Alright, let's climb on up.
White Gold Tower is now the gravestone of the Empire.
Alright, everybody's here, which is good. Whoop. Boom, 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 boom.
The playground begins anew.
Oh, everybody's coming. Oh. Oh, you ain't going anywhere. Keep it going down. Oh. Alright, we good now? I think. Yep. Didn't need to take any. I don't know why we'd want to even try that. Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. That should be easy enough. Ooh, then one over there. All right. There we go. Yeah, it's a normal mode, so. Boom, 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 boom.
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them!
Well, that is the idea. Going down the cave, got one over here. Oop. Oop. There you go, gotcha. Oh, and the other one right there. Yeah, right. No, you don't. Good. Gotcha. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Excellent. Ooh. Another champion point, which is always good for me. Ooh, big guy. Excellent.
Hold! The scroll is
Where?
here.
There's nothing.
This is where I left it. Give me a
Where I
moment.
left it.
You'll see.
The Elder Scroll.
It's not ready. Don't touch it.
The Elder Scrolls.
Is mine. Kill them all.
Down. Okay, you should be. Yep. There you go. That looks easy.
I had hoped the scroll was wrong about Clivia. Go. Find the Empress Regent.
Going through. Should be relatively easy.
Smash those rifts or be overwhelmed!
Oh, the hell was that? Anything over here? Okay.
Spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them.
Destroy them. Ooh, got him.
Ready yourself. Daedra,
Oh, the black and white maneuver. I'm not sure the point of it in this situation, though. Okay, we all done. Oh, did they find something? What? Oh, really? Just a heavy sack. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ah. Okay, we got, oh, thought we were done. Ah, yeah, excellent. And down you go. Okay, one consumable at a time. Can't be too much farther.
Plane meld is as majestic as it is terrible. I guess it's mostly just terrible. On your guard! Foes approach!
Oh yeah. Really? Wait, that, ooh, there's another.
We turn the tide. We push on! Stay calm.
dragon dude. Get him.
Won't end well for you, Your Majesty. Leave the scroll. Stop
Leave the
this.
scrolls. Alright, gonna let it. Oh, there we go.
Underestimate me, wretch.
Hit the wrong button.
Consume you. Against my flame.
My spell has revealed the rifts. Destroy them.
Enough for all.
Okay, excellent. Alright, and down you go.
After her. The time has come. You must face her before she slays us all.
Okay. Should be easy enough. Oh. Oh, got a couple of big guys. Get them both. Gotta go over here. Ding, down, down. Oof. And down. Excellent. Ooh, big guy. And down. Boom, boom. Oof. Okay, we can't be too far away from the end of it.
Head through the portal. You are destined to face Clivia Tharn.
We are destined. Oof.
You still believe you're dealing with Clivia Thorn? She is as lost to you as the white gold Lord Val. I have the Elder Scroll. The flame meld thus begins.
Come on, you. Come on. Let me go. Oh, uh-oh. Come on. Okay, you got him. Alright. And there you are. You're dead.
Waited as long as I could before opening this portal. The scroll said I'd be skewered if...
Leaker.
Never mind.
Okay. Looks like the blinking on my screen settled down. Oof. Okay. My other two. Blackheart and Elden Hollow. Okay. Oop. Okay, Blackheart. Oh, excellent. Oh. Come on, you. Boop. Okay, what would happen if I move you at one screen? I had better wait. Just knowing my luck. Oof. I will head through that door. Going through. Ah, there we go. Going around, boom, 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 boom. Oof. Really, physical attack like that should not have worked. I mean, if you think about it. You black-hearted is. Boom, 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 boom. This should be fun. Okay. Okay, I might have to move that around. Okay, everybody's there, which is good. Alright. Oh, no, no. Okay. You're right. Beach. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with that one dude.
Let's see what you're made of.
Must have been disconnected, I think. Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing, bitch? Oop.
I never tell the truth to those
I've been looking for a new trophy for my mast.
Okay, that one guy must have went back. Oh, what the hell did you come from? Gotcha.
I'll swab the deck with your scalp.
Easier to take care of them as they come along. End up having to take care of them anyway. Okay. Boom. Whoop. Excellent. God damn it. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay. Should be good. Oh, what have we got in here? Wow, that was freaking... Ah, idiots. Boom, 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 boom.
Time to die.
Dude, get over here. Oof. Wow, you suck. Pure agony. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think we got. Let me go get my loot from over there. Oh, I'm here. Taking them all down. Excellent. Oof. We'll get some more. Jumping on down. Ah, excellent. Oh damn, we got a lot. We got a lot coming. Got stuck there. Now killed. Oh. Boom, boom. Ooh, fat boy. Kick him and let me up, let me up. Okay.
Now, let me see that thing.
Yeah, let me see that thing. Alright.
Here we go. Now this should do it. Finally, this nightmare will come to an end.
Are you insane?
Yeah, here they go.
Shifty? You'll kill us all!
That's the point, friend. This is no way for a man to live.
I got some. Alright, I think that's it now. Oop, dude, okay, you didn't need to get in my way. Roost Mother is next. Boom. Whoop. Ah, excellent. Ooh. Come on. We've got 10 leaves. Oh, we got more? Oh, yes, we do. Ah. The birdie bitches at their biz. Alright. probably gave me something. Ooh. Wow, you guys. Wow, idiot. Oop. Ah, here we go. Boom, da, boom, boom, boom. Oh. Or where's the dude? Oh. Okay. Still going. Excellent. And almost. And in. Excellent. Whoop. Still going. Whoop. Excellent. What the hell? Oh, you can start. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm coming. Ooh. Wow. Oh, we are actually going to wait this time. Wow. Oh, where'd you go? Excellent. She's almost... Where'd she go? Ah, there she is. There she is. Excellent. Okay, Captain Blackheart. Okay, we got Boner Colossus here. Bingo. Gotcha. Still going. Oh, damn. Missed one. Oh, another Boner Colossus. Gotcha. Excellent. Oh, there we go. Alright, first let's get get these guys out of the way. And not do something stupid. Like activating, come on. Oh, yeah, it's hitting the wrong button. Oh, okay, almost there. Excellent. And she's almost and down. Through the door. Excellent. Got anything? Okay. Come on. Over here, dude. Ooh. Oh. Shit, I just lost it now. There we go. It's actually going down quite easy. Alright. Lead group, lead instance. Excellent. I'll queue up for the next one when I get in. Alright. Elden Halloween. Okay. Okay. Okay, we wandered into the wrong hollow, my friends.
Oblivion, take the cannon reed. This had better be worth it. Heal me!
Gotcha. Alright, got everybody? Okay. Gets for dead. Okay, going. Okay, where you going, dude? Okay.
Intruders! End them! We don't have time for this.
Excellent. Still going. Got him. Okay. Alright, do we... Healer? Healer anywhere? Healer? Okay, our first big thing is coming up.
We'll go no further.
Burn it!
I need healing. Light it up!
Alright. Healer, okay. It's actually him this time. There. Not bad. Oh. Alright, come on you. Gotcha. Ew, this guy. Hey, Tan Ninja, what's up, man? And how are you, man? I just felt like playing some ESO today. Come on, going down. Ah, okay. Got that one. Oh, I'm okay today. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Oh yeah, this is just the first one. Oh, I'll be doing that tomorrow. I just felt like playing some ESO tonight. I don't. Yeah, just like taking a break from it, just from time to time. Oh, but I'm always back to it. I got a lot of missions I gotta do in it tomorrow. Okay. Boom. Alright, where are we heading? Oh. You guys here? Okay. Oh, another strangler? Thought I heard something. Ooh. Alright. Almost. Healer? Where the hell's the healer? Did we lose somebody? Oh, we did. Our healer. Okay, I gotta get my one screen back over here. Oop. Collection. Allies. Companion. Oop. Oof. That's why. Come on. Whoa. Gotta watch. Gotta get this. Hopefully these guys. Dude, yeah. Gotta get these little guys. These people just don't know. Oop, got another one. Should have another one somewhere. Alright, get it. Guys, gotta read that. Got the big guy. Whoa, that was close. Okay, come on, Amber. Need you to heal. Okay, slowly chipping away at you. Hey, come on. Alright, swing your sword. I need to chip. Some more here. Whoa, I need a little heal, bitch. Heal. Alright. Oh, whoa, that was close. Damn, dude. Whew. That was close. Oh. Just. Oh, right there. All right. Oh, trying to be sneaky. All right. Let's use this. Yes. Ooh. I think we have another one down here? Ah, there we go. Alright. Come on, bitch. Come on, dude. Should be able to do it. It's only the first. Alright, yeah, excellent. Okay, shouldn't be too much more.
Will be pleased with his progress.
Oof.
You orcs know how to dig in the dirt.
Burn it!
I'll give you that.
I need healing!
Light it up.
Need healing. Alright, we need healing. Heal, girl. The other dude. You gotta bring him up. Gotta get him up.
Go around.
Gotta get him up. Okay, what? Alright, trying to get him over here. Oof. Whoa, it's getting nasty. Ah, you piece of shit. Okay, is the other dude... You have to back away. Ooh. God. Oh, not now you decide. Oh, oh, I thought I was gonna do it. Oh my God, some people. Little dude, oh my God, you fucking moron. Alright. Guess we're all done here. Okay, could just go this way. Ooh. Come on. Got a feel Ember's gonna go down. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. Alright, where's my girl Amber? Alright, come on. It's almost down. She's got no healer. This is my Amber. Ooh, and down you go. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we don't need to fight those guys. Alright, everybody here? Come on.
You won't stop me. My priest comes with an army of endless war.
Alright. Alright, it's going nicely. Didn't get me that time. Trying to keep. Dude. Wow. keep this up. You're gonna have to heal me again. Okay, how am I losing? Oof. Come on. Whoa, son of a bitch. I was looking at my feet. The grave robber ability. Oh, you did it again. Come on, let me out. Let me out. About to slam it. Come on, honey. Oop, there it is. Okay. Don't have too much left. Not sure what the hell that is. Okay, I got some poison gas. Look at that. We're almost done. Okay, you're almost done. Almost. Come on. You're going down. Woo. Excellent. Social group, elite group, lead instance. We're good. Here we go. Okay, my girl, there's my girl Amber. Nope. Oh, let me go.
Nicely done.
Oh yeah. Nicely done. Okay, you're going down. Okay, yep, I gotta go. Oh, whoa! Forgot some of these spectre bees are right there. Oh, there's one dude. boom, boom. Okay, off to the left. Ah, yeah. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Ah, gotcha. Spare trap going right there. Ooh, just got the boss. And the last spare trap. Ooh. I will grab this and that. Another crafting point. Ah. Got that. Spare trap. Now let me just go turn my stuff in. Excellent. Boom, boom, boom. Oof. Excellent. Here we go. Almost here. Boom, 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 boom. Oop.
Ha! A hard?
Okay, we got that. Oop.
The legend of Cap.
I do not know it.
Got that, and
Your
here we
back
go.
is a spirit trap.
Yep, spirit traps worked. Oof. Some more points coming my way. Yep, yep.
Did you get it?
Did you get it? Did your invitation arrive? Just silly. Door. Ooh, back over here. Where did I leave off? Okay. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to play. Going right there, and then. Alright. I'm gonna go here, then right around. Oof. Going. And I'm gonna head over there. Oh, wrong way. Oh, gotta go down here. But yes, it is. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay. I remember here. Boom, 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 boom. Oof. Alright, going up this way. Really, guys?
This is gonna be fun.
Okay, got the Hefflump right there. Two charred bodies. Ooh, take aim, that's proof.
Anyone still alive out there?
These guys won't be. Oh, really, my girl? Silk.
Stay back. I've been bitten. I won't have
Been about
another
what?
fall. I can't say. I won't. Everything's gone wrong. But we did it to save Tanglehaven. That's all that mattered.
Do okay.
If she knew what happened, she wouldn't call me her daughter anymore. I've made a terrible mistake. The spring. It's all from there. I must get to it, but I'm afraid what might happen if I get scared
If you're
again.
injured,
Injured? I should be so lucky. I don't know if I can face the consequences on my own. The village, my mother. If you would come with me, I'd be grateful.
okay. Get it. Oof. Examine.
Another comes from my blessing. Drink deep, and let the beast behind your eyes take hold. Ah, but it's that fear I smell.
Oh,
The young Bosmer fears what the future holds. Her flesh is weak.
what have you done?
How ungrateful the little elf is. She took the gift willingly, and now she wishes to turn away. Her flesh and blood are mine, but I am not without mercy. Perhaps she can save someone.
What fate?
The elf child must take the heart blood from her sire. If her mother drinks of it, she may yet be saved. But there is no redemption for the child. She is mine.
Vampire?
So, it is the end. There's no saving myself after all. My mother will never forgive me. But I don't regret saving our village. Perhaps I can save her as well.
What does voice mean?
Blood from her heart. His heart. My sire. My father, the one who gave me this gift. It's his heart blood I need.
Oof.
But my
Oof, oof,
mother's in the village, safe. How could she be in danger?
We should find her.
No. Please, tell my mother I died. I don't want her to see the monster I've become. Maybe I can stop my father. Maybe... No! Not again!
Yeah. A werewolf. Okay. Look at that. Oh. Actually makes a little more sense. Okay, check these guys out as well. Ooh. Ooh, let me grab those.
shouldn't have left the village, but I had to know if my daughter's alive. Now, I don't know if I'll live long enough to see her again.
What happened?
Berwin's father, Thulandor, came back after all this time, but he wasn't the same. Something changed him. He attacked me. I asked him where he'd taken Ferwin, and he bit me.
Will the bite change you?
Yes, and I suppose that's answer enough. I wish I could pretend I don't know what'll happen, but it's obvious, isn't it? I'll change. Eventually become a minion to Hircine's will.
Yeah, she's alive.
What's he done to you, Mother? It's all gone so horribly wrong. I only wanted to protect the village, but now, Mother, I can
Your
help
father
you
caused
raise
this.
As the Drablog gathered their forces, he promised me a way to defend the village. When the fighting started outside Tanglehaven, I couldn't control myself. Hot blood covered everything. I tore
But
into
the village
friend and
itself
foe
was
alike.
saved.
It's why I couldn't go back. What if I'd lost control inside the village? All of this would mean nothing if I killed everyone. But I won't let my mother pay for my weakness. The hot blood must come
What do you
from my
need to
father.
do?
I know where to find my father. He'll be waiting near the village. But if I fight him, I may well lose control again. I can't do this without help. And my mother's in
Okay.
no shape to face him. You're the only one I can trust right now.
Yeah,
help?
lead the way.
No, Ferwin!
All right.
Come, my daughter. We'll hunt together.
No! You hurt Mother for the last time!
I gave her this gift. We'll be a family once more.
Yeah. All right, what's up? Okay, more like she's following me, I think. Okay, there she is.
Thank the moons we're not too late. I hope she still has enough strength to drink.
You sure this will work?
No. The voice, it could have lied about everything. But if I don't try, we'll both be cursed. I guess it's a blessing my mother's in such a daze. I'd hate for her to know what was
What
really
will you do
happening
now?
right now. I don't know for sure. I'm not sure which would cause my mother less pain. I'll stay until she gets better. And the others deserve to know what I've done. I won't run like a coward. I won't be like my father.
Got that one, dude. Alright, now let us see. Oop. Excellent. Boom, boop, boop. Fine food. Okay. How we pronounce that? Oh. Ah. Still going in this direction. Oh. We got some more shit. It's oof. Alright, I'm gonna first go up this way. Whoa! Those guys can always be a little tricky when you're not expecting them. Alright. Oh. Alright, guess I'm going to the right. Oh, here he is. Oh, we got someone in? Oh. How you... Alright. What's up, buddy?
This wretched forest has already taken everything precious to Feluz. Go
It's
away.
alright.
My wife? She isn't dead? Thank Riddlethar. Oh, but she will never forgive me. Never. She said as much last time. How wretched is Feluz
What happened
now?
to you?
I remember dancing with the pigs. And then a long slide down the hill, past the gaping mouth, and splash! Water everywhere. There. And there. Mouths in the vines, clutching at me.
She's fine.
Leanne, no, I can't face her. My bag of goods is gone. Without it, we can't set up shop. No shop,
I'll find you
no
things.
gold. Such a kind traveler. Leanne would not be so kind to Feluz. Also, I crave your help. If you happen to find my lucky pouch,
Okay, what's in it?
fortune wills, moon sugar candy. But don't worry, I've learned my lesson. The candy will fetch a good price at Bandari trade post. Trust me. I
Can
have
you think of
friends
anything?
there. My head aches to think of the trouble this causes.
Okay. Alright, first things first. I'm headed in here. Lore book. Ooh, level 5. The tomb. Whoop. Whoop. The tomb is, how we pronounce that? Going in. Alright. First I'm gonna be making a lift up here. The hell? Alright, I'm going this way. That's why. Ooh, a lot of dead guys in here. Whoop. Okay, I got a sketcher. Oh. Whoop, whoop. Some more dead guys. All right. Easy. Come on down. Oop. think this is the stealth boss. Oh, yeah. Hey. Through here. Oh. Hey, bitch. Ooh. Get out the way. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. Okay, I'm still not sure what that is. Dun, 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 dun. Get him, get that. Whoop. Alright, let's get through the door. Get some more of these. Excellent. Ooh. Oh no. Ooh, it's a piggy. Well, let's go over here. There you go. Gotta get whoa. Whoa. Ah, find the goods. Gotcha. Oh, really? Now I gotta go all the way back there.
This place stinks.
This place
Do
stinks.
you know what I've been through? Where
Ah.
have you been?
No more moon sugar candy.
That'll be the difference.
Come on, bitch, die. Yeah, here we go.
My friend, as you can see, my lovely wife Leanne found me. I mean,
I found you
her.
goods.
My wife can't disown me now. Look, my dear, our friend found our goods. And, you have my lucky pouch? Yes?
Yep, it's right here.
Hush. Leanne mustn't see. Give it to me. Quickly now. You've been so kind. Please, visit us at Bandari Trade Post sometime. But first, speak to my wife.
Do you think I'm an idiot? I just watched you give that moron his pouch of moon sugar candy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes? That's all you have to say? Moon sugar candy got us into this mess in the first place. Even if I take the pouch away, he's probably already hidden a handful of it.
Let me see. Well, he did say he can get a good profit.
Faluz will eat half that pouch the first chance he gets. Ugh! Just be on your way. Leave me to clean up after this cat.
Okay, if it's too much trouble.
You're right. It's just... he can't control himself sometimes, and it scares me. I'm sorry. We'll be on our way shortly.
Okay, it's the least I can do.
I would say thank you, but I think you've done enough.
Okay. Okay, what have we got in the journal? Oh, okay. Okay, guess I'm going over here then. Alright. Take a little shortcut. Get to the road.
Oh, good! I didn't want to walk.
I usually don't. Not in these long rides. Oh, okay. Go up this way. Whoa. Yeah, flesh battery. Yeah, flesh astronauts are the tools that have been there. Whoop. Alright, going in. I see you, big guy. Search the camps. Okay, here we go.
I told them to leave me if I were captured, but Ifra blessed them for not listening.
You're hurt. Can I help?
I'll be fine. I know a restoration spell to seal wounds, but I will need help getting into the ruins beneath Abermath. They're down there. The worm
What do you
cult,
need me to do?
and we must stop. The entrance to the ruins is locked by Welkin stones. I saw a few cultists guarding them as I was dragged to this cage. Get the Welkin stones. 2 of them unlock the outer door.
Sounds
We'll
easy
use the
enough.
rest in eager. I like that. They've got the Welkin stones at their tents. Their glow should help you find them. Once you've recovered the stones, head to the ruins entrance. I'll meet you there and we'll go in.
Okay. Oof. Boom. Get the first one over here. Boom, 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 boom. Oof. Alright, kill these ones. Boom, 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 boom. Got some more. Welkin stone. Whoop. Okay, I see it over there. The last one is over there.
And we are!
Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Really? Really, dude? Okay. Don't worry. You're dead. I got you. Gotcha. Alright, can I just... Got you too. Excellent.
You were amazing.
Whoa. I got you. Last stone. Okay, can I just... Okay, why am I... Oh, really? Okay, good, good. Oh, thought they were bad guys. Whoop. One. Alright.
Good. The entrance should be unlocked now.
What's next?
The final 2 Welkin stones unlock the door to the sanctum inside these ruins. Don't lose them. Be ready for anything in there.
Okay, let's not waste any time.
Thank you. I'll
Okay.
follow.
I accidentally hit the button too many times. Alright, I will be right back. Just gonna go and use the restroom. See you in a second. Okay, I am back. Yeah, I'm back, right? Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm not sure exactly. Ooh. Let's got another mission in here. Boner Colossus.
I love watching the big tough ones fall.
Let's see, we gotta go this way. Let's go see what's going on over here.
No, don't touch the tomb. You'll be trapped forever with Connie. Those I hired as protection tricked me into this tomb and left me to rot. Thieves. I should
speak?
have Bandar's ears. Of course Connie speaks. Look for stars on the walls and poetry for a warrior. I tried, but I cannot read. Those traitors said the words can solve the puzzle. Please, free me from this tomb.
I'll see what I can do. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? Lady burned bright, deliver turned to ash. The tower became dust. Alright. There's a skeleton, branch, okay. So what? The lady burned bright, the lover turned to ash. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright. What were the last two? The tower became the tower and warrior. Nope. Whoop. Oh. Apprentice. Which room? Okay, that's number 2. Lord and Mage. Lord. Skeletal. Skeletal astronaut. Into the shadows. Okay, now Tisha. Nope. Sleep, yep, there we go. And one more. Oop. Okay. Thief. Ah, there we go.
Connie is free. You're so kind to help me.
Glad I could help.
Connie thanks you for saving her soul from that prison. No treasure can repay you for my freedom.
Alright, now let's go. Whoop. Alright, I don't think we have any other slaughtables. Nope. Alright. Think I will take the right one first. Ooh, Chloe book. No, I don't want to sit. Okay, got a lot of people here. See, they've already taken care of that.
You dare approach my shrine, whelp? You stand no chance against Cassiavaro.
Okay. I guess. Oop, now let's. Oof. Okay, now we're off to the other side. Ah.
Don't underestimate that.
Ah, bingo. Gotcha. Ooh. Another boner class is going down. Boom, boom. Uh-oh.
So, the weakling unsealed the doors. It takes more than that if you seek blood, whelp.
Okay. Damn. Whoop. Damn. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, what the hell? How? Alright, so what do we do next?
The door should be unlocked. Get to the sanctum and stop the ritual. I'll seal the door behind you to make sure nothing
You
interferes
know
from
what
this
the
side.
worm called?
As usual, sowing discord. However, this sect is different. They spoke about an arcane ritual on Moloch. Their leader's a powerful necromancer.
Okay.
Abermath was built over an ancient...
Okay.
Did you think it would be easy to enter my shrine?
Oh.
Pain amuses me.
Alright, come on.
That must have hurt. Honestly, I didn't expect a barrier across the entrance.
I'll be
Must have-
fine.
That's a relief. There must be a power source nearby. Another Wilkins stone or something darker.
Ooh,
Look,
on the pest.
there!
Greetings, mortal.
What are you?
I speak through this object, not from it, mortal. That troll herd of Moloch must not invade this realm. The pathetic worms in the cave beyond must be destroyed.
I intend to, but
Must
the way
stop
is
their
blocked.
foolish. This object is called an Animus Geode. The cult imbued it with a curse. When attuned to a door, it can only be destroyed by the release of a soul. Feed the Animus Geode a soul and it will shatter, clearing your path. Arathiel's soul will do nicely.
Why hers?
She betrayed her people and joined the worm cult. Only after she was forced to murder her own family did she question her choice.
Don't want to kill her.
This is not about what you want, but what I need. This stone drinks souls, and its thirst is strong. Take the geode in your hand, sacrifice her soul to clear your path.
Who are you to ask me?
Many mortals call me Boethia. Sate the geode's thirst.
Ah, you. Not this. Okay, who are you?
She.
Don't want to kill
This
her.
is not about many mortals call
What must
me.
I do?
Use the Animus Geode to absorb her soul and it will dispel the barrier. The worm cult is of no interest to me for the moment, but Moloch cannot be allowed to invade Nirn.
Okay.
Are you talking to the stone? What happened?
She will open the door.
Boethia, why does she want my soul?
Said you are part of the worm cult.
It's true. I once served the worm cult, and everyone I loved died by my hands. With each death, pieces of myself cracked and shattered, until my hatred turned inside out and I
can I
finally saw the
be
cult for what
sure?
they truly are. Trust me, what I did is horrific, and I must atone for my crimes.
By stopping the cult.
Yes, Moloch would sow destruction across Valenwood as an unwitting puppet of Moloch Baal. The worm cult would follow in his wake, raising an army of undead from his slaughter. We need to get past
Excellent.
that barrier.
Is there not another way?
If you can stop the cultists with my soul, do it. The stone requires a soul to dispel the barrier, and I am willing. A fitting and bloodthirsty safeguard
Okay.
for their ritual. Please! I'm sorry!
Okay. She said she was gonna do it. Excellent. Ooh. The hell? Oh. Okay. Oh. Come out of here, bitch. Lunar class is going down.
Martyrs of Moloch, blood of the forgotten tribe, hear our call for vengeance.
Ah, here we are. This little guy.
Moloch's rise from ash pit.
Oh. Ooh, fat boy.
Bring the lightning!
Oh. Going. Alright, so now we gotta go down here, cross the water, and go around. Boom, 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 boom. Going up. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, excellent. Boom, 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 boom. Oh.
You're safe. I thought Boethia meant to destroy you too. Glad I was
I
wrong.
had to kill you.
Death was a just punishment for my crimes. The Animus Geode released my spirit when that barrier fell. The worm cult failed to summon Morlock thanks to you. And now I'm free.
Oof. Whoa. Ah, okay, I will go over here. Oof. See if I can head off to this way. Oof. No, you don't, bitch. Excellent. Alright, I'm almost there. Oh.
Please, I need your help.
Okay.
Were you sent to rescue us?
I'm a friend of the Green Lady.
Yes, I remember you. A familiar face is a welcome one in dire times. You see, I'm trapped in Jathsaga and need assistance to free myself from those captured with me.
Okay.
Thank you. The gods know I could use your help. It's taking all my energy to maintain this projection. The Droblog captured me and my traveling companions.
Oof.
They're holding us prisoner in Jathsaga.
How can I help?
I need you to rescue my advisors. They can tell you more about the attack and perhaps help you free me from my prison. I'm being weakened by some powerful magic. They
Okay,
won't
I'll
be
free
much
them.
use to you as my advisors are my confidants, my bodyguards. They fill multiple roles. We were en route to my wedding with the Green Lady. When the Droblog attacked, they were slain.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's up there, so I need... Alright, we're good, we're good. Alright, riding along, riding along. Oh. Northern Longhouse. Ooh.
Sylvanar's been captured. They want his life energy. If they take it, the Bosmer are
Oh,
doomed.
Sylvanar sent me.
He did? You've seen Sylvanar? Praise Ifrey. They attacked us on the road. Rayan fought the Droblog ambushers.
What'd you
but
see?
they knocked him out. The Droblog shaman chanted words from a ritual book, and energy flowed from the Sylvanar into these giant crystals. The shaman kept chanting as they carried the Sylvanar away, but we were separated from him. Please, we have to get that book
Okay,
and
come with
stop
me.
the ritual.
My ears still ring from the clout they gave me. Blasted Droblog took my weapons and Sariel's staff. Where's the Sylvanar? Is he safe?
Yes and no.
Thank Ifrey he's alive then. We could have beat the Droblog ambushers, but they brought in a creature. Huge. Ugly.
What'd they do to
Nothing
him?
we did hurt. I couldn't say. I fought back, but the Droblog warriors hit me over the head.
Oh.
Everything went blurry, and I woke up here with Sariel.
All right.
When we find the Sylvanar, will you be able to get us all out of here?
Should.
We get to the Handfast, it'll be a miracle.
I've a strange foreboding. Not all of us will leave Drotsiger alive.
Uh-oh.
This is so much
Come
better
on,
than
fat boy. Ah. Okay, come on, let me up.
Excellent. Now that we have the book, perhaps we have a chance. That's it. The ritual of unbinding.
That's it.
Be careful. The Droblog used it when they attacked us. The Sylvanar weakened when the shaman read from it.
So what do we do with it?
We keep it out of their hands. And then we've got to find the runestone too. The shaman used it and the book together.
Oh, where can we find it?
There are 2 Daedric shrines within Drotsiger. We found the book at this one, so I bet the runestone is at the other. The second shrine is on the other side of their fortress. They wouldn't want to make it easy for anyone to recover both items.
Actually, kind of makes sense if you think about it. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa.
Please, slacken your pace. And that's the Rayan is
Move now!
Really, guys? Alright. Fran and Ian.
I hope the Green Lady is all right.
Okay, almost there.
To think I was excited to accompany
Whoa.
the Sylvanar.
Grab this.
We need to find the Sylvanar quickly.
Okay, we got another fat boy here. Oh, no you don't. No, you don't. Ah, you piece of rock. Come on.
We've got to hide. That lodge there. Let's get inside.
We've got their book and that...
Okay.
We need to take the book and the stones somewhere safe
Any
so you can
suggestions?
examine them. We can't stay out in the open, and the longhouse we were being held in is probably teeming with Droblog. There was another longhouse south of that one. Maybe we could try going there.
Possible. Boom, 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 boom.
I think the Droblog were manipulated into this.
Probably. Okay, almost there.
If the
I'm
Green Lady were
sorry, I
here,
can't help
we'd
you
all be
fight.
free.
My wounds are too great.
Whiny ass bitch.
I understand what needs to be done. Read the book.
One
of us
of us-
must die to save the Sylvanar.
Why?
Daedric rituals often come at such a cost.
Oh, true, true.
Obviously, I should be sacrificed. I'm the weakest of us. When the Droblog attacked, Rayan fought back while I was captured straight off. I'm an advisor,
I can fight.
not a warrior. If you think I'm a good advisor, listen. Freeing the Sylvanar won't be enough. His power's drained. The Droblog guarding him won't just let him walk out. Rayan can help you. Use the runestone on me.
I'll consider.
According to Sariel, that book says the price of saving the Sylvanar is one of our lives. Good.
Oh,
we
why?
should pay. It's a hard choice, but a simple one. It's my duty to die protecting the Sylvanar. I failed once, so
May
badly
need help.
I can't fight. I was so helpful till now. No, I've seen you fight.
Give me
if
what you
anyone
think.
can get.
Alright, what shall I do? Yep.
I didn't think you would be like this. The pain.
That's a hard decision, friend. I'll do what I can in Sariel's
Choice
memory
had to be
help you
made.
rescue this. Sariel, when she spoke of the ritual, she mentioned binding stones. When we were moving about the compound, I saw rays of bright
Then I'll
light
go to these
streaming from the 4
towers.
towers surround. When you did what you had to do, you turned the runestone into a key. Using it on the binding stones should break their connection to the ritual. Once all 4 connections are broken,
Is there
the
anything
energy
more?
drain should cease. 2 things. First, once I've recovered my strength, I'm going to fight my way out of here. That should draw the attention of at least some of the Droblog.
Oh,
Second,
yeah, okay.
I can give you my totem spirit. It will aid you in battle.
Thank you. I'm ready to go. Oh, I got a lot to go after. Whoa. Still good. Here we go. Oh, a bit. Whoop. Going up. Oh. Come get you. That's one. Okay. Next one is over here. Another douche to take care of. Gotcha. Got 2 more to go after.
getting started.
Alright, time to take them out. Well, that's not doing you any good being right there. Next one is up here.
Don't mess with a street kid.
Last. Now we got the last. Whoa. Okay. Guess I do have to go this way. Come on down. Ooh. Ember has leveled up, which is good. Ooh. Oh, we got some more. Good. Oh, Riz, what the hell did you do? Last one.
I can see my prison, the fortress on the hill. Come up.
Okay. Oh, back up there. Damn. Take care of these ones. Alright, gotta go around the circle a little bit. Oh, come on, let me in. Ah. Oh, some wood. Oh, these guys again? Oh, another piece of wood. Would have been more use. Ah, screw it. Really, dude? Good. Alright. Oh, there it is. Take these ones out. Yeah, they're going down. Gotcha. Gotcha. The Chieftain Chambers. Oh, gotta go down.
It's good to finally see you with my own eyes. Thank you for rescuing me, but our trials are not over. The
How do we
Binding
do
Stone's
that?
effect- Give me time. The Drublog and the Houndsman can't have missed your disruption of the Binding Stones. They'll be here soon, driven by Chief Nagoth. Keep them back while I regain the energy they stole from me. Only then can we leave.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh. Okay, we got more coming.
That's just the first group. More are coming.
Okay.
Let's go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Almost done. Protect me a little while longer.
Okay. Ooh, we got more. Okay, you done, buddy? Or do we got more? Basically, it looks like he's in a big giant hamster. Ooh, we do hear more. Wow, that didn't help you any.
The Houndsman and the Drublog working together to destroy my connection to the land. I can't believe it. Thankfully, you saved me.
Let's get you someplace safe.
I agree. I've recovered sufficient magicka to create a portal out of Juthsaga. Are you ready to go?
Alright.
After I teleport out, I'll leave the portal open as long as I can. We'll meet again outside, beyond the reach of the Drublog. Don't wait too long. The portal won't stay up forever.
I'm ready. Alright, let's get out of here. Oof.
Events are spiraling out of control. And as the spinners say, we've left the story. Without you, neither I nor my ambassador would have gotten out of Juthsaga.
Okay, be careful on the road.
I will be. It seems I can only trust you and my last ambassador. I must get to the town of Sylvanar and the Green Lady quickly. As soon as my magicka returns...
Alright.
Yes. With all you did inside Juthsaga, I think the Drublog threat is finished. I can deal with any stragglers who come my way. But I can't wait too long. Dalinir and my other guards sent word that I should get to the city of Sylvanar.
Need to do anything?
I'd like you to come to our wedding. You deserve an invitation. Look for me or Dalinir when you reach town to get it. Besides, I don't think we've heard the last of the Hound.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Now that I'm aware of the danger, I can protect myself and those around me. I won't be caught by the same trick twice.
Yeah, okay. Okay, attend the wedding. Okay. What is...
Let's go fast.
Alright, guess we're gonna ride. Alright, take a quick look at my journal. turn this one thing in. Oh. Haven't seen one of these in a while.
I love harvesting runestones.
Uh-oh.
Help! Over here. Please help. The worm cult got her.
Got who?
Spinner and Dinael tried to stop the worm cult from defiling this burial site. They took her. I saw her near the center of
What's
Ouz.
the Spinner
held captive
doing?
at one- We guard the ancient burial sites of Ouz from those who disturb the spirit. But that part of the story's not important yet. You have to save her.
All
Go
right,
along the road. Look for the altar in the water.
All right,
please.
I'll look. Over there. Alright, we'll take a look over here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom.
Where they put that blasted shield?
Whoop. Oh, here he is.
What truly makes a Nord, I ask you? Well, his weapon for one. His drinking prowess, certainly. But his shield, that's his true companion. Blast it all.
I
Where's
found
that
this.
thrice cursed? That's my shield, all right. It must be one of those Ragada who jumped me. Now, you don't have your buddies to back you up. Prepare for a pummeling.
I think you must be mistaken.
Not Ragada. Ha! That's exactly what the Ragada would say.
Not even Redguard.
True enough. But this could be some Ragada trick. Tell you what, hand
Okay,
over my shield
take it then.
and I'll let Ragada or not. I owe you a debt for returning my shield. Don't think I'd be able to show my face in Windhelm without it. I've been in this tiny village long enough. It's about time I get back out there and knock in a few heads.
Okay, so there should be journal quiz. Yep, that's just a couple. Oh, gotta head back over to Vardenfell. I have too much space left in my inventory. So I guess I will go through my stuff and call it a night. Oh, I'll be on a lot longer tomorrow. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Oof. Okay, that's cool. Whoop. Okay. Creation. Go. Yeah, it's first one. Excellent.
I don't care what you say. The killer in Stormhold was a
Bam, got that. This and Here we go. Creation. Ooh. Alright, we should be able to get this. Sure. Denny.
Rogero. Denis. Ta.
Ah. 9 and 9 and 9.
The Red Mountain.
The Red Mountain. Okay.
Let's fly.
Should have 5 over here. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ah, excellent. Alright, first let's see some sell some of the basic stuff. Alright, got that. Still going. Excellent. Journal Antiquities Champion points. Alright, what are we looking at? The backstabber. Whoop. Bloody renewal. Oh. Oh, liquid efficiency. Alright. Okay, got that. Okay, almost. Ah. Got that. Can't use that. Shalatables. Have to check that.
Am I in trouble? Sure, I guess. Traveling with you is a good time. Better than sitting around reading books.
Okay.
Hey, you. Oh, I'm not a member of the Thieves Guild, but love what they do. I think maybe someday I'd like to join up. But for now, I'm just content to admire from afar.
Okay.
You wanted...
Equipment. No. Oh no. Okay. Let's go through our stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, excellent. Deconstruct. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Ooh. Treat. Refine. Bam. Whoop. Three more. Okay, research. Nope. Deconstruct. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Excellent. Improvement. Three more. Oop. Research. Oh, that's why. Oop. A lot of those. Ah. Alright, deconstruct. Bam, 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 bam. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Improvement. Two more. Boom, boom. Whoa. Research. Deconstruct. Bam, 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 bam. Wow. Bam, bam. Whoop. Improvement. Ooh. Really? Yeah, okay. Excellent. Got that. That is extracting. Now let us drop this off.
Oh, don't mind the big chunk of...
Oh, nope. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, that's good. Boom, 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 boom. Oop, provisioning stuff. That can be sold. Alright, now... Ah, There we go.
Right.
Whoop. Good. Boom. Wow. Get nothing for food. Boom. Hey Warren, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off in a second. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. Alright. Oh, that's always good, man. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, I'm gonna leave that here for now.
I love cities. They
Yep,
have
oh,
a
I'll be back on
complete
tomorrow.
routine. It's just a matter of learning the steps.
So you guys want to know what I'm on again? Remember, follow, like, subscribe, and all that. And catch you guys later. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Greetings, my good friend.
Greetings, my good friend.
Any crate could contain many wonders.
Okay, many wonders.